Have you ever been asked, "Who's Stompie?" Or your students think that Afrikaans is praat? Then you need this, the UP.Ed Afrikaans app. Choose between senior primary and high school and get our fully moderated CAPS and SAGS aligned curriculum. With all of the lessons, exercises and tests your students would need to know the difference between moeilik and leerlik. Plus, the dashboard lets you see ongoing statistics for every student on any device so that you can guide their progress. It's the only teaching resource you need. UP.Ed, individualizing digital learning.
Hi, my name is Michael Tonkin. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager at UP.Ed, and I'd like to thank you for joining us here at EduTech. We're very excited to be able to present to you and hope to be able to provide a solution to one of your problems. UP.Ed is a cloud-based digital learning application that provides all of the lessons, exercises, and tests for the subjects that we offer. And all of this content is moderated and fully aligned with both the CAPS and SAGS curricula. And all of this is wrapped up in an adaptive learning, self-marking, detailed feedback providing bundle of awesome. But before I get onto that, I want to talk about the thing that sets us apart. The UP.Ed learning application is able to guarantee learning. Now, before I hear cries of heresy and you start throwing virtual rotten vegetables at me, let me tell you how it is that we're able to make that guarantee. At UP.Ed, we understand that just because a learner is in a particular grade doesn't mean that they possess all of the knowledge associated with that particular level of schooling. And so, on the UP.Ed app, the first thing that learners are presented with at the beginning of each new section of work is a baseline test. The app is then able to feed them the exact content that matches their knowledge profile. A good example of this would be a learner may be in grade 10, but their knowledge of certain concepts is only at a grade 8 or a grade 9 level. The app would be able to discern this and then feed them the information from those grade levels that would allow them to catch up. After the baseline test, learners are then taken through a 3-stage process which consists of lessons, exercises, and tests. Each of the lessons is structured in a very specific way. We use variation theory and mnemonic devices as well as a range of multimedia to ensure engagement with the content as well as to encourage the learning process. Some of that multimedia includes videos, audio, and text. Learners have the ability to have the lessons read to them, which overcomes certain learning barriers. And there is also a translate function which allows learners to interact with the content in the language in which it is taught, as well as in their home language, which addresses the language barrier issue that we have in South African schools. As learners complete the lessons, they then unlock the ability to go on to exercises, wherein they're able to practice the concepts learned in a randomized way. Completing the exercises then unlocks the testing stage, where the pass requirement is 100%. In the very likely scenario in which a learner doesn't get 100% the first time that they give a test a try, the app then adapts and takes them back to the very concept in which the errors were made. Learners then stay within that loop of lesson, exercise, test until they're able to get 100% for the test. At which point, the app will then take them on to the next section or onto the next grade, depending on the oversight of the teacher. Through all of this, teachers have a bird's eye view of the whole learning process through a teacher dashboard, which will provide them with detailed statistics for each learner. Some of the details they'll be able to see are: when was the last time a learner logged on, which section of work they're busy with, how much time they have spent on the app, whether they're in the lesson stage, the exercise stage, or the test stage, and then of course the marks that they're getting. These details can then inform the teaching going forward, thereby making the UP.Ed learning app also a teaching app. So at this stage I can hear you asking, so what subjects do you offer? Well, currently we have Afrikaans First Additional Language from grade 4 through to grade 12. But we'll very soon be adding to that mathematics 4 through 12, English first language 4 through 12 and first additional language for the same grades, as well as music from grade 8 to 12. I can also hear some of you asking, so what are the statistics to show the effectiveness of the UP.Ed app? Well, the average year equivalent improvement per learner from baseline to end result for 2019 was, for grade 8s, 1.7 years, grade 9s, 2.2 years, grade 10s, 3.5 years, grade 11s, 2.4 years, and grade 12s, 3 years. Now, statistics are important, but our effect on individuals is what we really care about. Please go to our website at www.up-ed.co.za to see some of our user reviews. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope that you will reach out to either myself, Tammy Franklin, or our CEO, Ilse Dippenaar, to have a conversation about how we can best help you to help your students.